Welcome back. Let's tackle some of the other questions that we've received. Well, Billiton. Nelson asked about Billiton. Let's have a look at Billiton. It looks like everybody loves the commodity counters nowadays. I can remember a time when nobody wanted to touch a commodity share. Okay, let's look at Billiton here. Nelson, for me, I'm a little bit worried because what we're seeing here, we're actually on a new high. That's positive. But we turned around. Look at this evening star here. I'm a little bit nervous because it's a strong bullish candle. You can almost see this evening star beautiful right at the top, and then followed up. There's a doji and then the bearish candle. For me, I'm a little bit nervous. And if I look at this chart, let's just see here. Nelson, it must remain above this line. And there you are. There's the line. It must remain above 463.91 to keep the upward momentum in place. If it drops below 463.91, it can easily go down a bit lower. And let's give you the levels. The levels is 458.77, 451.03, and even down to this tweezer bottom. That can take it down to 440 Rand. Just keep in mind, these shares had some massive rallies behind it. I think if we look at it over a longer term perspective, you'll be surprised where these shares are coming from. Look at this. Billiton, just in 2021, in the corona, I mean, we had some bad news there. But just from November last year, from 305 to 480, massive rallies. I mean, for me personally, I will not buy it unless if you want to chase the momentum. For me, it looks like we are starting to see a little bit of a correction here, only above 488 Rand. You can maybe look at buying it. Then I'm going to give you a stop loss, and that stop loss will be 469.46 to protect your capital. Let's look at Katrine's question, and that is Quilter. She didn't say that she wants to buy it. She just said to me, can you please give me an idea what this share wants to do? Now, I mean, if you look at this share, Katrine, it had some beautiful upward rally from, well, this the other day from 29.25 to 33. That's almost a 10% rally. What I do like about the share, look at these strong bullish candles. Even that one from 30.98 to 33 in one day. This is a daily chart. Now, if you can get a candle like of this momentum, that tells you that there's plenty of buyers that is keen to buy the stock. So I think if you want to buy it now, you may be a little bit late. If you want to chase the momentum, same story with all these companies. If you want to chase momentum because they had some beautiful rallies already behind them, you can chase the momentum above this price. There you are. You can chase it above 33 Rand, but then please make use of a stop loss of, I'm going to give you a stop loss of 32.28. But what we can see is maybe the share can maybe just go even a little bit higher and see if it can close this little gap. There's a tiny little gap here, and that is between, let's just give you the level, that is between 33.49 and 33.54. So if you want to trade it for this tiny little gap that's here, you can do so. I think it is, the risk is maybe just a little bit too high for that. Well, let's have a look at MTN. Roy is a keen buyer of MTN. He says these guys are doing the right things. I saw that they managed to get some money out of the African countries that held it back. And what happened? I mean, the MTN share price just shot up. So for me, if you look at it, Roy, share is beautifully to the upside. I like this consolidation. It is above that previous high. Let's have a look here. Then I can just show you here. And there's always a saying, if a share makes a new high, it can even go a little bit higher, and that's the case here. I mean, it went from just a few days ago from 102 Rand to 150 Rand. That's a 15% rise in price. So yes, the momentum is up, and I will be happy while the share is moving above this high of 109.31. Momentum is clearly to the upside. Everything looks rosy to it, but I mean, after a few days, the share had a nice rally. So just be careful and just keep in mind, and I want to actually just say it again, just keep in mind that these companies and all the shares on the stock exchange had some wonderful rallies. I mean, from January, from 55 Rand, 115 Rand, it's 100% growth. It is a massive rally. just be a little bit nervous because sometimes you can find maybe a correction on the stock exchange. The other day somebody said to me, Frans, when do you think that the S&P will come back? I said, maybe I think in the year 2043, because everybody believes that it can just go higher. Let's have a look at Remgro. Tabu, you wants to look at Remgro, but he said to me, Frans, it must be a long-term buy. So let's have a look here. Tabu, you are a keen buyer maybe of Remgro for the long term. Let's have a look at the share price. Interesting enough, I see this is a weekly chart. And Tabu, look at the share price. It was in a low of 83.95 in August last year. It's now 112 Rand, but it's a zigzag move all the way to the upside. What makes me a little bit nervous is this. It broke this little trend line. That's not good, Tabu. If you want to buy it for the long term, maybe you bought it already. But if you look at the chart, it's above the 40-week moving average. That is bullish. It sits at 105.83. So while it's above 105.83, the momentum is still clearly to the upside. I think I want it to be moved back to this little line, above that line, and that sits at 114.13. So I think if you want to buy it and you want to accumulate it, maybe above 114.13, accumulate it, make use of this stop loss of 106.48, this 40-week moving average stop loss. For me, I like the company. They've got plenty cash behind them. So maybe they are interested in maybe buying something in time to come. We never know. But for me personally, I like the chart. And I need to see it above that little line. And if you do buy it, make use of the stop loss of that 40-week moving average. Let's have a look at Implats. That is Kelvin. Kelvin is keen on Implats. Let's have a look at Implats. Just to give you guys an idea, there you are. There's the 40-week move. There's the weekly chart of Implats. And if you look at this chart, you can just see here that, I mean, look at 2018 now. Implats was almost bankrupt. They had plenty of debt. The share was at 17 Rand. Now it's trading at 262 Rand. Now I know it came from a very low base. I mean to chase a share now after it moved from 18 Rand to 262. For me, it's maybe not wise, but maybe I'm just plain stupid because these shares can maybe go much higher. Well, the previous high was on the weekly chart was around 286.76. If it breaks above that, yes, it will definitely go to the 300 Rand. So it just gives you an idea, the rally of these shares. But Kelvin, let's look at the daily chart because you are interested in buying the stock on a short-term basis. Let's have a look here. Implats. Right, we had almost a type of a triple bottom here. There was a low and a low and a low, but I can see maybe a skew head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder here. Let's have a look here. There you are. There's your left shoulder. There's the head. I will actually see it as a double bottom, but you can almost say that this is a head, and there's the right shoulder. But for me personally, I think let's stick to a triple bottom here. There's a low, there's another low, there's another low. This tiny little bit here out here for me is not a strong head, but a triple bottom. And the big thing here, Calvin, it needs to stay above this support line. That support line sits at 257 Rand and 25 cents. If it can get above that and it stays above that, we can see that this triple bottom can take it all the way. And let's just give you your projection to the upside because that's maybe what you're looking for. From there, and if I project it to the upside, see what I do there? I just use the same extension from the low to the, let's call it the resistance or the support line, and my target of that will be 278.27. So if you do buy it, then please make use of a stop loss of 275.25 to protect your capital, and there's your target. Maybe you can get all the way up to there. Well, let's have a look at Arcellor Mittal. Let's have a look at Arcellor Mittal. I mean, this company also was under deep water just not a long time ago. But there you are. Look at this beautiful rally. I mean, we called the share. I cannot even remember when. I think, I cannot, but it was way, way lower than this. But if you look at this strong rally, just from 5.15 to 7.50. That's almost a two rand rally in a matter of 2 days. Now, if you do chase it, same story again here. You need to buy it on momentum, and then you need to chase the momentum above 7.39. It's now at 6.89. But what I do want to just point out to viewers here, when you see a rally like this, and suddenly you see these ugly red candles, even there, ugly red candle, that tells you that when the share comes under pressure, there's a lot of traders that just comes out and they sell the stock because they want to get out and they want to lock in their profits. If you see these tiny red candles, that's more healthy because it's nice, small profit taking candles. But these ones are nervous candles, so it makes you nervous, but the trend is clearly to the upside. There's nothing wrong with it. It can actually go higher. For me, had a massive rally. Let's quickly have a look here again, just to give you an idea on the weekly chart, how the stock looks like. I will not buy it now. I think it just rallied way too much. There you are, way above its 40-week moving average. There you are. There you are. I think we called it at 45 cents for our viewers to buy it. There you are. Massive rally, Lampel formation, way above the 40-week moving average. For me personally, late to buy, but if you've got it, hold on to it. It looks strong while it is above on a weekly chart of 5.38. It's still in the upward momentum. Well, thank you for watching the show. Visit our website, www.fransklerk.com, for more info, and we'll chat again.